Winter's coming, winter's coming. That is not a reference to Game of Thrones, but the weather is changing in England, and maybe the weather's changing where you are. Winter is indeed coming. Okay, don't need to say that anymore. I think we've got the point. However, while the weather is changing, how are we doing? This isn't great for some of us. A lot of people struggle with the effects of weather changes, and so therefore I'd love to share with you 10 tips for getting through challenging weather. Okay. Number one, get enough vitamin D. Vitamin D is really important. It supports you in so many areas. Did you know that vitamin D improves your mood? Just makes you feel better about yourself, better about life, better about everything. That's one of the things it does. In addition, it helps you to absorb the other vitamins that you take. So there we go. Now you see, you can take other vitamins and supplements, but because of a lack of vitamin D, your body might not actually receive them. And so it's really important that you make sure that it's properly topped up. I have these torches in the front garden. Do you have them where you are? And they are solar powered. So what happens is that the sun tops them up. The sun gives them the energy they need. We all understand how solar, we understand how that works. So the sun gives them the energy they need. And then during the night, when it gets dark, they come on and they shine. What I notice is later in the winter months, they're not shining at all. They've dulled down. Why? Because there isn't sufficient sunshine to top them up. That's us and vitamin D. Right now, we're doing okay. It's September. However, as we get into the colder winter months, our vitamin D levels will go down. And so we need to top them up. Okay, and I'm going to come back to that in a little while. In order to receive more vitamin D in a more natural way, I have suggested supplements. I take supplements. They work for me. However, you may want to absorb it more naturally. It could be that you would eat more eggs. Your breakfast cereal could often have additional vitamin D, and you don't have to have the sugary cereal. You can have the cereals that are low in sugar, far more healthy, but they are fortified with vitamin D. That's really helpful. And also oily fish has vitamin D, as well as staying physically active. That's really important. It's important that we not shy away from that exercise we were getting during the summer. I feel like summer comes, I live opposite a park, so it's like summer comes and suddenly everybody's out. They've all got the trainers on, they've got the t-shirts on, they've got the shorts on, and they're jogging, running, walking around the park. Why can't we keep that momentum going for more of the year? How about wrapping up and going for a brisk walk from time to time? Exercise is awesome for you. You know why? Because it moves your positive endorphins, it gets them released, and it gets you feeling more upbeat. And so if you struggle a little bit with cold weather, rather than wrapping yourself up at home, tucking yourself away, hibernating, try and push yourself out there. Go for a lovely, healthy walk. Walking is beneficial in so many ways. It helps your balance, it helps your bones. It's just really good for you. It's good for your respiratory system. It is amazing. So go for a walk, okay? In addition, maintain a healthy diet. I did speak about food a little bit earlier, but science says that a diet that's rich in fruit have vitamins, fruits, grains, which contain vitamins, helps to regulate your mood. So your diet does directly impact how you feel. It'll help you not to feel so sad about the loss of the summer months. So it will help in that way. It'll boost your mood and it will strengthen your immunity. That's really important because we don't want to catch the mega flu or a really bad cold. So fortify your immunity so that your body will stay strong and can resist diseases. That's so helpful. Now, I love this quote from Hippocrates. He said, "Let your food be your medicine and your medicine be your food." I'd much rather do that. I'd rather let my food be my medicine and help my health than to find myself having to take medicine. And if you're in the United Kingdom, you know the tremendous cost of a prescription now, £9.90p. I'd rather spend that on some oranges, some lemons, adding some vitamin C to what I'm eating, a glass of warm water or hot water with vitamin C infused in it, such as squeezing in a little bit of lemon juice, is really good for you. It also cleans your system, so it's great for you overall. Moving on, stay hydrated. It's important. Did you buy one of those big bottles this summer? A lot of people did. They were really popular. Well, if you bought one of those, keep it and continue to use it. Keep it at hand, okay? It's helpful. The large bottles are really good for sipping on, throughout the day. You might not drink all 2 or 3 litres, but sip on it throughout the day, because often we are dehydrated before we realise we are, and so therefore you may not necessarily experience the feeling of being dehydrated. It's at the point where you think, oh, I need a drink, but your body has probably needed a drink for some time. So just have water on hand and sip on it throughout the day, okay? And I love this Slavic proverb: pure water is the world's first and foremost medicine. There's a lot of talk of medicine today. However, pure water is really good for you. I just see that water going into our system and going through our intestines, cleaning and purifying our bodies. Awesome. Okay. Number 5, practice mindfulness meditation. Take some time out to pause, to think, and to think positively. Enjoy your happy moments. When you have a good moment, especially if you suffer from feeling a little bit sad during the winter months, when something good happens, give yourself the opportunity to absorb and enjoy it. Have your happy moment. And science says that mindfulness meditation reduces the levels of cortisol, which is a stress hormone in your body, so it makes you function way better. It makes you have an increased sense of well-being, positivity and goodness. So enjoy your happy moments. Number 6, embrace light therapy. Now, as I spoke about those torches earlier, you've got the impression, you've got the image, haven't you, of the fact that if you don't get sufficient sunlight, you begin to fade away a certain type of way. In fact, there's new research that's shown that people who come from more tropical climates and warmer places where they have longer, sunnier days can actually become quite depressed in a place like England, where the weather isn't quite the same, where the days are shorter and the temperature's colder. And they say for darker skinned people who appear to have a lot more melanin in their skin, it's really difficult for them to make the adaptation and the change to this type of climate. I'm in London. So do consider sunlight therapy. You would need 20 to 30 minutes of that, and it isn't considered to be harmful as far as I'm aware. Do some research. Sunlight therapy is through a lamp. So you can do 2 types. If you have sunshine that comes at some point during the day, get out into the sunshine. Some areas, although it's winter, still have sunshine coming in. If you have a south-facing garden, that may bring in the sun each morning. Go out and expose yourself to that sunlight. Alternatively, daylight is good. So get out and get some daylight as well. In addition, you might need a sun lamp. Let's say, for example, you get up in the morning and you go to work while it's dark, and you come home when it's dark. I know people who get up and go to work at 5:30, it's dark, and they come home by 4:30, it's dark. In England, it gets dark that quick. The days can become really short. Now, if they were people who struggled with the idea of the lack of light, the lack of sun, and they began to feel sad, they started to feel down and a little bit depressed, then sun lamp therapy would be great for them. So do consider that. Okay. And number 7, hold on to your sleep routine. Now, what you want to do, sorry not to be looking, I'm just looking for the cycle. Okay, you don't want to disrupt your cycle. Don't disrupt your sleep cycle, okay? Your body is pre-programmed now to go to sleep at a certain time and to wake up a certain time. If you haven't programmed it that way, it's time that you do. This is to ensure that you get sufficient rest and your body can heal, you can process your thoughts, you can get into the REM sleep, you can have dreams. You know, this is to get you into a really good physical place. We need sleep. And so what you need to do is make sure that you have a regular time to wake up and a regular time to go to bed. And if you wake up a little bit sooner than you should, roll over, okay? Roll over and try again. See if you can get a little bit more rest, because your body may well allow you to fall back to sleep. Even though you've given up, you may fall back asleep, okay? And number 8, socialize and stay connected during the winter months. Join in the festivities that are happening. If you're invited somewhere, be as enthusiastic and passionate about attending as you would if it was during the summer. I know it's cold and it might start raining and we feel chilly and we have to put a coat on over our lovely outfit and wrap up, but go for it anyway. Don't deny people your company, especially if they've been good enough to invite you somewhere. Come on now, you can do better than that. Stay motivated about socializing and getting out during the winter months. Stay connected to family and friends. In addition, maybe it's difficult for you to physically connect. You might have health issues. And, that will stop you from connecting, but you can still talk to people on various apps such as WhatsApp. You can video chat, send text messages, have a weekly call. If you've got a cousin like mine, who I love to bits, a daily call each day, I stay connected with her. Between the two of us, we're good. We work out what's going on, what's happening in the world. Stay connected with other people. Don't isolate yourself. And I love this quote from Henry Van Dyke, who says, "A friend is what the heart needs all the time." Not some of the time, but all the time. And number 9, dress up warm and layer up. You can always take off, but you can't put on if you don't have it with you. So dress up warmly all the time. Don't allow yourself to get cold. You know that you may struggle with cold hands, cold feet. That's me and you both. So put the socks on before you feel cold. Don't wait to feel cold to put the socks on. Put them on before. Make sure you wrap up and keep yourself nice and warm, okay? And I love this quote from Alfred Wainwright on the subject of keeping warm and wrapped up. He says, such an English name, Wainwright. He says, "There's no such thing as bad weather, only unsuitable clothing. And so whatever the weather, you can dress appropriately for it, okay? So get your winter coat out, check the buttons, check the pockets. Is everything okay? Does it need a dry clean? Does it need a wash? And be prepared. Winter is coming." Number 10 and last, be kind to yourself. Give yourself a pamper day during the winter from time to time. How about using a face mask, using moisturizers, because the weather can be a bit tough on our skin. How about having a pamper day, or a day where you take care of yourself, look after yourself, and create wellness? Treat yourself well, speak to yourself kindly, love on yourself, be your own best friend. This should be our mode all the time. The world isn't always kind to us. People are not always favourable, and neither are circumstances. But so long as we love ourselves, we're okay. So love on yourself. Keep your confidence up. Stay positive, stay hopeful. And my final quote is, "Winter is not a season, it's a celebration." And that quote comes from Anamika Mishra. Have a wonderful celebratory winter season. Bye for now.